much for coming this evening. Hope you enjoy yourselves. Please do not stint on the refreshments because they've all been paid for. So
What, the wine as well?
just to say, now there was something I was told that I had to say and I've completely forgotten about it. But anyway, just to say that next month our speaker is somebody from the Shakespeare Club because it was their 200th anniversary this year. And next month they're going to tell us what they did, why they did it, and what they're going to do in the future. So that should be interesting. We should get a few people coming to that. I remember what I was told to say is that we have a full list of speakers for next year, so every month is accounted for. I hope you all come and enjoy. So, without more ado, I think Margaret has got this fiendish quiz about which my card is going to remain absolutely blank because I know nothing about North Warwickshire, except possibly it's on top of South Warwickshire. That's my full extent of my knowledge. So, Margaret, please.
Right, well, it's very interesting to see how you all get on. All I can say is it's not very far away, so I hope this will inspire you to actually go and visit North Warwickshire. So, if we're ready, we'll start. Shall we have to thank Lindsay for all the pictures and so on. So, this is a picture, you will see, on which North Warwickshire village green stands a 500-year-old sandstone monument commemorating its status as the traditional centre of England.
What do you do? You write it all down? No, you write it down. Do we have a clip? Do we have a name? A name for our group, you mean? Yeah. The best. The best. Simply the best. Simply the best. We're going to see how many. No, I was going to say it's not.
So, number 2. The new Coventry Cathedral was consecrated in 1962. Who designed the huge tapestry which hangs in the Lady Chapel, dominating the view down the aisle?
Who decided the cathedral but not the
Number 3. What is the name of the ancestral home near Nuneaton of the Viscount and Viscountess of Daventry, whose family name is Newdigate?
Come on, Carol, you know I've been there enough times. You know I've been there. We've been there enough bloody times.
Good spelling.
What about a man with all the... John? What about the man with the...
Number 4. Rugby's most famous son was a war poet. Died at the age of 27. What was his name?
What was his name? What would be the son of?
I could give you a clue if necessary. The church clock stands at 10 to 3 and is the honey still for tea? You all got that? I'm sorry?
Could you repeat the first part of the question?
Yes. Rugby's most famous son was a war poet who died at the age of 27. What was his name? You heard the extra bit, didn't you? That I gave you a clue.
The other one.
number 5. The A5, the London to Holyhead Road, follows much the same route as a Roman road, but we know it by its Anglo-Saxon name. What is that?
Oh, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
It helps to have a history expert.
We hope.
We have,
Past the rows.
I know what it is. I can't think of it. I know what it is. I can't think of it.
the History Museum can't
Yes,
win
that's
this.
it.
We're rubbish.
Number 6, in which town did the local rector, Nicholas Chamberlain, found almshouses in 1715? The present buildings, which we see here in the centre of the town, date from 1840 and continue to bear his name.
What was his name again?
Nicholas Chamberlain.
Okay.
In which
I know
town
I photographed that recently.
did he found almshouses?
So we read the name of the town. Have we given up on that one then? The sound on as well.
Question number 7. How many times has Warwick University won University Challenge?
Less than 8.
Question number 8. In which town stands the Church of St. Peter and St. Paul with 170 foot high steeple dating from the 13th century? This is one of the finest in Warwickshire and can be seen for miles around.
There's lots of St. Peter's and Paul's around.
Number 9. We've all heard of Lady Godiva, but what's the name of her husband?
Mr. Godiva.
You know all these things, but they're at the back of the brain.
I don't think she did do it anyway.
Yeah, I forgot I was being videoed. I better not keep putting the specs on. A red brick castle.
Oh, sorry?
A red brick castle surrounded by a moat is owned by the Featherstone Dukes family.
We know
Amongst
this.
its antiquities is a 15th century chair upon which Henry VII was crowned after the Battle of Bosworth in 1485. Which castle is this?
Come on, John.
Come on, you know that. The Featherstones now live next door to Bernie's.
Leicester? I know I took forks for the little boys to put in the moat. Yeah, and that man was
No, Father lived in that left wing
We
now.
had to get the milk on the way up.
Father lived in the left wing now. We were over in that right turret.
Question number 11. A large North Warwickshire town was noted in the past for two very different industries: the weaving of silk ribbons and the nearby Warwickshire coal field. Which town is this? If you read your George Eliot, you will know about weaving silk ribbons.
We're not doing too well then.
Question number 12. Where is the headquarters of Warwickshire Wildlife Trust?
Oh, you all know John will know that. Is this individual or a group effort?
Okay, yeah. Oh, Brandon Marshes. Brandon. And the castle was Maxstoke.
And he knows that castle. I can't think where it's
Maxstoke.
Of course, it was Maxstoke, yeah. This one is Maxstoke.
Question number 13. I've just mentioned George Eliot. The novelist was born and brought up near Bedworth. And of course, George Eliot was her pen name. What was her baptismal name?
Yeah. We didn't get the time, did we? Leicester time.
Right, question 14. Who was considered to be the greatest headmaster of Rugby School? There from 1828 to 1841. He introduced traditions and reforms adopted by other public schools and was immortalised in Thomas Hughes' semi-autobiographical novel, Tom Brown's School Days. So the name of the headmaster. I think we all do.
What's the question?
You want me to repeat the question?
Yes.
Who was considered to be the greatest headmaster of Rugby School, there from 1828 to 1841? He was immortalised in Thomas Hughes' semi-autobiographical novel, Tom Brown's School Days.
He picked up the ball from the man. You can buy the shirts in the shop called where there's nice little
Question 15. What is the name of the company which has been producing woven name tapes in Coventry since 1846? I'd be surprised if most of you have had them at some point in your lives. Sorry? Oh, I see. I'm terribly sorry. I think I've skipped one. Question 15. Near Coleshill, the River Tame is joined by the rivers Ray, Cole and Blythe to become one of the main tributaries of which river draining into the North Sea?
Nothing. Could be.
Right. Question 16. go back to the name of the company which produced woven nameplates in Coventry since 1846. Just remember your school uniform.
Yeah, that's what I did. Yeah.
It's the same question as the previous.
It obviously is. One of them's wrong.
I don't know if I'm lost now. What, that's 17?
Yeah.
I must say, I made a friend of mine rather cross because I told him if it got any left, not to throw them away because he'd need them in his own people's home. It wasn't for you.
Good idea. Good idea.
Said to a friend, don't throw them away because you might need them in your people's home.
Number 70.
Oh no, I've got it on.
One of the two friends who were supposedly drinking with Shakespeare in Binford-on-Avon a few days before his death came from Hartshill, near Nuneaton. Like Shakespeare, he was a poet. What was his name?
Yeah, I read it the other day as well, but it didn't sink in. There was something about it. Yeah, I've only just read it. Yeah.
I've lost track of all the numbers now. I've got answers here.
Bender, didn't they? Yeah. And it predicts.
Question 80. Mervale Hall, near Chester, was the home of a distinguished 17th century antiquary who compiled a history of Warwickshire published in 1656. What was his name?
Certainly been there. Maybe. Long winding thing up to the house. Hello. John, Mary, is that one?
Question 19. In which village stands a red sandstone castle belonging in the 15th and 16th century to the family of Lady Jane Grey, now the property of Landmark Trust and available for holiday lets?
There you go, I'd like to
What's the
have a
question,
holiday
Margaret?
there, she got
Do
beheaded.
you want to repeat the question?
Without all the preamble, just what's the question?
In which village does this castle stand?
Come on, really? They're great.
Just putting the villages that I can remember.
Do you know any of the village?
Some of these answers might be right.
And
They're probably
number
against the wrong
20.
question.
What heraldic emblem, without the question mark, does Warwickshire County Council use as its logo? Heraldic emblem.
I didn't hear the question. What was the emblem? Oh, Warwick, what is the emblem?
Yeah, the brown red itself.
Heraldic emblem as its logo.
Oh, you want to know
What should be there instead of the question mark? That's the clue. That's the clue. Right, well I hope we're going to find the next prize during our Christmas a little bit easier. Now, if you don't get this one, things are desperate.
Things are.
21.
According to the nursery rhyme, Little Jack Horner sat in a corner eating his Christmas pie. When he put in his plum, when he put in his plum,
Pershore plums.
give that one away.
Oh, we knew that. What that was. It was an engine.
We knew that. Number 22. A named Italian fruit cake containing candied fruits and raisins, usually prepared and enjoyed for Christmas and the New Year.
I know that one.
Yes, it can. 23. What is the date of the winter solstice? The shortest day of the year. I have to say, Janet and I were sitting in Waitrose car park yesterday. She doesn't know any of the questions, but she came up with this, didn't she? Yes, she did. With the correct answer. That was yesterday.
It does.
Shortest day of the year?
For 1 year, because it can change.
Because it's a leap
What is the modern equivalent of the delicacy known in Shakespeare's day as marchpane? Now, if you were listening to Start the Week on Radio 4 this morning, you would have actually heard what I'm now going to talk about. What is the Warwickshire connection with the Christmas carol which begins, "Lully, lulay, thou little tiny child"? They actually played it, not with the words, just the music.
Warwickshire connection.
What is the Warwickshire connection with the Christmas carol which begins, "Lully, lulay, thou little tiny child"?
She won't very old, she's not being chopped head off.
It's definitely stunning.
Is that being that's across of the rain, isn't it? Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah, well that's across of the rain.